Imagine if someone told you they can make an aircraft so advanced it can literally fool your missile defense system. It wouldn't be a huge flying monstrosity either. Rather, this aircraft would be able to penetrate even the most secure airspace undetected. It's changing the game forever when it comes to aerial warfare. And this isn't something from a sci-fi movie. This is actually the B-2 Spirit bomber, an American strategic bomber that has been in service for over 30 years now. The B-2 is one of the coolest pieces of military hardware ever built. That's because its capability to go undetected is almost unbelievable. How can such a big plane, which is almost as big as a football field, show up as a tiny blip on enemy radars? Well, that's all thanks to the plane's incredible design. The Northrop Grumman B-2 Spirit is the world's first operational stealth bomber. It was developed in the 1980s by the United States as a low-cost alternative to the expensive and less flexible F-117A Nighthawk stealth aircraft. The result is an aircraft that can evade detection by modern radar systems, making it invisible to enemies. In fact, the B-2 is so advanced that it can appear as small as a fly on the enemy radar. In addition to its stealth capabilities, the B-2 can also carry both conventional and nuclear payloads, making it a versatile platform for a variety of missions. But these capabilities come at a cost, as the B-2 is the most expensive aircraft ever built, with a unit cost of more than $2 billion. However, despite its high cost, the B-2 has proven to be a valuable asset for the United States military and is an important part of America's nuclear triad. If you're interested in learning more about this incredible aircraft, stay tuned. Let's find out everything there is to know about the most expensive aircraft ever made. Before we get into the details of how the B-2 can avoid detection, let's take a closer look at the aircraft itself. The B-2 Spirit is a subsonic, low-flying twin-engine bomber with a flying wing design. It has a crew of 2, a pilot, and a navigator, and can carry up to 27,000 pounds of bombs. The plane has a maximum range of 34,500 miles, a cruising speed of 420 miles per hour. But what makes the B-2 truly special is its stealth capabilities. This is due to its unique flying wing design and the fact that its engines are buried inside the fuselage. This makes the B-2 extremely difficult to detect on radar, as it reflects very little of the radio waves used by radar systems. In addition, the B-2 has special coatings and materials that absorb or divert electromagnetic energy away from the aircraft. As a result, the B-2 is often referred to as a flying stealth aircraft. Now let's get into the details of how the B-2 can remain hidden from enemy defenses. One of the ways the B-2 avoids detection is by flying at very low altitudes. This makes it harder for ground-based radar systems to detect the aircraft, as the terrain can block some of the radio waves used by radar. Additionally, the B-2's low and slow profile makes it less likely to be detected by airborne radar systems. These aircraft typically fly at higher altitudes and cannot detect targets that are flying below 50 feet. Another way the B-2 evades detection is by using special electronic warfare equipment. This equipment can jam enemy radar systems or spoof their signals, confusing the enemy and making it difficult for them to track the aircraft. Additionally, the B-2 has onboard countermeasures such as flares and chaff, which can be released to confuse heat-seeking missiles. Heat-seeking missiles are designed to track the heat generated by aircraft engines. However, the B-2's engines are buried inside its fuselage, making it harder for these missiles to lock onto the aircraft. Additionally, the B-2's afterburner produces very little heat, further reducing its thermal signature. As a result, the B-2 is often referred to as a cold aircraft, since its engine does not produce much heat. The B-2 Spirit was designed to penetrate the heavily defended airspace of the former USSR during the Cold War. At the time, the USSR had some of the most sophisticated air defense systems in the world, including long-range surface-to-air missiles that could reach out hundreds of miles to intercept incoming aircraft. For example, the USSR's V-750 or SA-2 missile was known to have a range of 250 miles. But this wasn't the only threat. The Soviet Union also deployed multiple layers of S-76 and SA-2 missile sites within their borders, as well as utilizing powerful early warning radar systems that could detect incoming aircraft hundreds of miles away. These early warning radars were known as the P-30 or D-band radar systems. They were able to detect aircraft at distances ranging from 300 to 600 miles, depending on the altitude of the target. So if any aircraft wanted to penetrate the Soviet Union's airspace, they would have to do so undetected. Otherwise, they would be shot down before they even got close. So this meant that the US needed an aircraft that could go undetected by Soviet radar systems. And that's where the B-2 came in. Its unique flying wing design and low-lying engines made it extremely difficult for radar systems to track, making it the perfect platform for penetrating Soviet airspace. But the B-2 wasn't just a technological marvel. It was also a symbol of the Cold War rivalry between the US and the USSR. The US wanted to show the Soviets that their advanced air defense systems were useless against the B-2, which became known as the only aircraft that the Soviet Union couldn't shoot down. With the B-2, the US had an aircraft that could penetrate even the most secure airspace undetected, changing the game forever when it comes to aerial warfare. The B-2 Spirit is not just a technological marvel, but a testament to human ingenuity and determination. Its development was driven by the need to overcome seemingly insurmountable challenges, such as the threat posed by Soviet air defense systems during the Cold War. But it's also a reminder of the importance of pushing the boundaries of what's possible. The B-2 proves that with enough hard work and dedication, we can achieve things that once seemed like science fiction. It's important to note that the B-2's success was unjust due to the efforts of the engineers and scientists who designed it, but also the countless people who worked on it, from the technicians to the pilots to the support staff. Their hard work and dedication made it possible for the B-2 to become a reality. But the story of the B-2 doesn't end there. As technology continues to evolve, new threats will emerge and new challenges will need to be overcome. But the B-2 stands as a shining example of what can be achieved when we push the boundaries of our abilities and strive to create something truly special. As we wrap up our discussion of the B-2 Spirit, it's important to remember that its impact goes far beyond its technical specifications. The B-2 is a symbol of American ingenuity and determination in the face of seemingly insurmountable challenges. Despite the skepticism and doubts of its critics, the B-2 has proven to be a reliable and effective platform that can perform a variety of mission profiles with great precision. Whether it's carrying out surveillance operations, conducting intelligence-gathering missions, or providing close air support to ground troops, the B-2 has proven itself to be up to the task. In addition to its military capabilities, the B-2 also has a significant political and psychological impact. Its ability to penetrate even the most secure airspace undetected makes it a potent deterrent against potential adversaries. The mere presence of the B-2 in the skies is enough to send a message that American air power is not to be trifled with. Moreover, the B-2's advanced technology and capabilities have made it a popular platform for international partners. The United States has worked closely with several allies to integrate the B-2 into joint operations, demonstrating the aircraft's versatility and effectiveness in a global context. As we look to the future of aviation technology, it's clear that the B-2 Spirit will continue to play an important role in American air power. Its combination of advanced technology, operational flexibility, and strategic importance makes it an essential component of the U.S. military's arsenal. While some may argue that the B-2's high cost and maintenance requirements make it an unnecessary luxury, it's important to remember that the true cost of military equipment is not just in the price tag, but in the lives of the men and women who use it. The B-2's advanced technology and capabilities allow it to perform dangerous missions with minimal risk to its crew, making it a cost-effective and efficient platform in the long run. Overall, the B-2 Spirit is more than just an aircraft. It's a symbol of American innovation, determination, and air power. Its unique design, advanced technology, and strategic importance have made it one of the most important platforms in the U.S. military arsenal. And as new threats and challenges emerge on the horizon, the B-2 is sure to continue playing an important role in defending American interests around the world.